The Enrichment Center promises to always provide a safe testing environment. In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide useful advice. For instance, the floor here will kill you.
Thanks.
Try to avoid it.
It seemed a bit obvious with the acid down there. We went through this and it's only now tell me how to use. Well, I guess maybe it won't be obvious to everyone. What we need to do here, quickly place a portal. It's only open for so long. And now we wait for the orange portal so we can get over there. So what we need to do, another one of these energy pellets. Now we have to wait. Easy, easy, easy. One thing that adds replay value to the game is that for some of the chambers there are harder versions, so they can really test your knowledge about this game. And I will certainly be showing these off, no doubt about it. And the bonus chambers. If I didn't care about the bonus stuff, I would have just played through Orange Box instead. We've been messing with just this color. Now this game is gonna get even more complicated.
Two linked portals at once. As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable than the organs and combined incomes of everyone in subject hometown here.
That must be extremely valuable then. Okay, one thing I don't like about this game is, like, occasionally there are these moving platforms and you have to wait a while before you can go and make progress. I mean, sometimes maybe some geniuses can find a way to be able to just get around those slow sections of the game. I can pretty much guarantee it. But still, for most players, sometimes it requires quite a bit of waiting, and that does kind of suck. I've been kind of failing to look at these. I mean, just basically telling you what's up ahead, what puzzles you have to go through. Seems simple enough here. But will it still be easy? Yes, it will be. I mean, I've played through this game multiple times, as you can probably tell, so I shouldn't be struggling much, if at all. And also, with the inclusion of hard versions of some of the later levels, you can also go through those particular levels trying to get through with as few portals as possible, as little time as possible, and as few steps as possible. That really adds some replay value to this game. The fewer steps things possible is probably the one people are least excited for, and I certainly was at the beginning. At first, I didn't care for trying to look around, see how much I can send myself flying. Even Glaus is having fun. But this whole few steps thing did grow on me after a while. It's pretty neat. Trying to get through, staying midair as much as possible. No, I will not be showing off like the fewest portals possible. I'm gonna have you viewers try to figure that out on your own, like I have.
Now that you are in control of both portals, this next test could take a very, very long time.
Another bluff.
If you become lightheaded from thirst, Feel free to pass out.
That's pretty
An
effed up.
incubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with peptic salve and adrenaline. For your own safety, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
How's it remotely fatal to me, and not just a slight annoyance to you? So there are multiple ways of doing this, but I'm gonna do so the way most people would figure out at the first time they would come here. I could be going through this a lot more quickly than I have, but I don't want to ruin the pacing too much here. I don't want to end this LP for too awfully long. See, it is getting more and more complicated. And even more enjoyable. Oh, I messed up a little bit. Oh well. But now we have to wait a little bit. This is what I get for failing. And save me. There's an achievement for this room. Maybe other rooms, I'm not sure. If you end up having both cubes on the other side of the door, making this puzzle impossible to complete. It's in still live version of this game. I think just staying it would be good enough. I already got it, so I feel like there's no little use in
As part of a
having
previously
to
mentioned required test protocol, we can no longer lie to you. When the testing is over, you will be missed.
Another achievement is if I think you bring down enough, if not all the cameras you can in the orange box version. The achievements are pretty different in this enhanced port than that orange collection. So that's another reason why I also own this version. The rooms are getting larger now. Look how much we've done out of the 19 rooms. They'll be getting harder and taking more time to complete.
Intending to handle high-energy thermal-leaking portal technology must be informed that they may be informed of applicable regulatory compliance issues. No further compliance information is required or will be provided, and you are an excellent test subject.
Says that's how we do it. You need to hit up here, set the cube right over there. Jumping does speed your progress a little bit, so you'll probably want to do a lot if you're gonna try to speed run through it. In fact, I guarantee it. That last chamber, that's the first chamber that there's a harder version of it. Like, for example, there's acid in that last level, so clearly make it a lot more difficult. But that'll be enough explaining. I will just kind of share the differences once we finish the story mode. There'll be a lot more explaining on those once I make it through the canon stuff. So
Very good. A complimentary victory lift has been activated in the main chamber.
see, another chamber done. Time to go through the next one. Not really a single chamber I dislike going through. Once again, this game sport puzzle theme, for crying out loud.
The enrichment
Now
center
can
is committed to the well-being
anyone,
of all
even if
participants.
you
Take and read
even if one
counseling will be
despises
available
gaming,
at the conclusion of the test. Thank you for helping us help you help us all.
how can anyone who even despises gaming remotely say that this is not a remotely neat concept? So, gaming has evolved quite a bit.
Vital testing
Yet it
apparatus
still has a
installed.
stigma to it. You all know what I'm referring to. So you can see, create 2 portals just for again on the other side, then create 2 more for that pellet. And that's how you do it. Just taking another good look at this room. And more saving. Still going pretty well so far. Trying to speed run through these. You'd probably be surprised how low the time they request you to make it through. But all these possibilities in for making it through these test chambers quickly than you probably would have first figured it out. You're able to get bronze, silver, or gold for being able to through speed run, few portals as possible, or few steps as possible. Once again, it really does add to the replay value. I've been able to get bronze on everything, though I've yet to get, let alone gold, I've yet to get silver on a few of the missions. So yeah, we have moving platforms. One tip, one cheat I will give, and I will try not to do this again. But for example, you could skip through this entire puzzle, and if you're extremely careful, you see the cursor, like how it becomes dim to being able to fully see the colors of orange and blue. Kind of weird way of saying it, but it means that what's ahead of you on the cursor, you can place a portal on. And in here, it is possible going through here without the moving platforms. You just have to place the portal that you're not, color the portal that you're not going through, place it here, and quickly step back. Do it one more time for the like once you're back there to be able to make it through this. No sweat. Well, not no sweat. It is very tricky, and I've yet to perfect it. Oops. I'm gonna die here. It can save you like 30 seconds or so. Of course, it depends on how good you do. Although there are occasional times where sometimes you'll have to wait until GLaDOS is finished speaking to be able to just speed run through this. Sometimes you just have to wait. Though not often at all. So it's nothing you can do about. So, actually let me get that pellet bouncing first. Once it fades away, and switches now. That should do it, unless it fades away, and it doesn't.
You can donate one or all of your vital organs to the Aperture Science Self-Esteem Fund for Girls. It's true.
Yeah, no thanks. At least not yet. So there you go. Another puzzle has been dominated. For a game that only lasts 3 hours, at least the canon stuff, this game does have and for being a puzzle game, this game does have a good amount of replay value for reasons I've stated before.